Hi, my name is Christina Oss LaBang, and I am the author and the creator of this book. It's called ANDEANsolrocks, and when it comes in a package, it comes in this package. And it was produced in Lima. We had some very young people that decided that they really wanted to help us do this, because anybody will produce a book, but to produce a book that comes with 22 stones, like this, with 22 stones and a book, and then a little pouch that goes with it, is how it is in Peru. When it got to the United States in November 2010, Homeland Security really wanted to go through it, and when they found it to be clean, they set it free on November 3rd. And I had many people who wanted to start buying this, and but I knew it wasn't finished yet. So the way it's selling in Peru is like this. It has the book, the 22 stones, and the bag. When it got to the United States, I decided I needed to paint and make a deck of cards. And so it comes like this in the book. And what it is 22 oil paintings that I made, and we played it with a deck of cards. And so in the United States, it's played a little differently than the one video that we made in 2008. So just to let you know how this book works is that when you play the game, you put the stones into your hand. There's 22 stones, and you put them into your hands, and they will drop. And sometimes they really want to see that one just drop, so I put that one to the bottom, and then another one will drop, and we'll put that one to the middle, and then another one will drop, and we'll put that one to the top. And they are representing the three worlds that the Peruvians believe are what we are made up as human beings. And so we would put them in the pouch, and sometimes putting them away, one stone will drop out, or at the very end, the last stone, maybe 2 stones would drop out. This time it didn't, so we have the 3 stones with the 3 worlds. The way it works in the United States now with these is that I would put the card that belongs to them. Every one of these cards has a picture on the back of it describing the same thing as the drawing on the stone. And so what I've found is that by putting a visual to it, it ends up being more of a portal that I'm not sure how it really works. These things, it's kind of eerie the way these stones have their own voice. 500 years ago, there was a prophecy in Peru that said that for 500 years the stones would be silent. And then after that, they would find their voice. And there is a voice now, and it's being heard around the world. It's called Pachamama.org, or Pachamama, and this book is dedicated to Pachamama, which means Mother Earth. So I put the stones on top of the picture and put them aside. And then if I was to read the book to understand what this all means to me or to you, you would open up, let's say we want to do the bottom one first, which would be the world of Pacha. It's the underworld, it's the emotional world, the world that we have had from our past and that we carry with us, and we hope that we can release the pain and the suffering that comes from that world and live a much freer life as a human being now, whatever age we are. So the bottom one has to do with creativity, because the picture is water. So you would see the picture on the stone and you would match it up to the picture in the book, and you would say, okay, I see that page is number 79. The book is very, very consistent in that it has 22 chapters, of which every chapter is the same except for the 22nd one. This chapter would start off with some quotes, and the quotes aren't Peruvian, the quotes are from around the world. And then it would, the book also will explain to you what that symbol means, water, what it means in Peru. And then it would show you, if you were going to play the 1 stone drop, it would be right here. But since we're playing 3 worlds in one, there's this page that what you can see is on the very bottom here is the wave. On the very bottom of this page, it has the wave symbol at the top, is what we would be reading. And it has to do with your emotional world. I'm not going to read it because it takes so long, but just to let you know that water is about creativity, and that we have 80% of our bodies are water, and the words we put to water. Dr. Emoto did a study that if you crystallize water that has words on it, for instance, hate or love or kindness, that the crystals respond to the word. And so it proves to us as human beings that the words we say to each other, the words we say to ourselves, they go into our body, and water is the creativity part that we end up living those words. And so you would read this part, the emotional part, the underworld, if this is what happened in your spread today. The next one would be the physical world, and the physical world, which I got today, was a hummingbird, and the hummingbird stands for love in Peru. And the quote would be, this is by Dalai Lama: "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." That's pretty much the foundation for this book, is compassion and love. And so for me to have pulled compassion in the physical world today, I would turn the page, and I would find the page with the hummingbird, and then in the middle world is called the physical world. And just to give you a sentence, love in the physical refers to relationships based on interconnections to each other and within yourself. Create space to be quiet. So it's teaching what you would do if you were to get love in the physical world today, how you would use that to understand and actually go forward with it. And then the third one is, I ended up getting the Lama stone. And the Lama stands for service. And I got service in the spiritual world, which kind of wonder how that would work. Martin Luther King has a quote in this one for Lama, and it says, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." Martin Luther King Jr. So he's the quote that pretty much tells you the intention for Lama in your life today in the spiritual world. So here's the Lama symbol, and here's the spiritual world. And it says, when you receive the Lama stone in your spiritual world, it comes with a message that service is prayer received and given. And it explains to you a little bit more. So what you would do with this spread that I got today, it would show to you that as a human being today, the things that I need to focus on is I need to learn to be more creative in changing my past and looking at how my emotions really guide me. And that in the physical world, that I need to show compassion for myself and to others and love. And then in the spiritual world, to know that service is about prayer and answers and how you give, and then that creates a meaning for you spiritually. So that's the game that I played today, and every day I've played it differently, and it comes up different, and sometimes you'll get the same stones in the same position, and you'll, whoa, what is that? It seems to mark that you are supposedly going through some period that just continues to show you the same lesson over and over again until you get it. Pachamama, the Mother Earth that we all stand on, there's another story in Peru that if you take your problems to Mother Earth and you lay down your heavy energies to her, that her not even a reward, she just gives you abundance. And when I did that in 2005, I went to the island called Amantani in the middle of Lake Titicaca, and I walked up the steep path and got to the temple of the mother and laid down flowers to her and told her how sad I was about some of the things that had happened in my life. And then I went and flew my kite, because I love to fly kites. And after that, my life has been this pathway of light. It has changed. She has given me abundance. I feel like I've been one of the most blessed creatures on this earth because of the pathway that I ended up walking into when I was in Peru. And the thing that I want to share with you today about that part is that you don't have to go to the island in the middle of Lake Titicaca to do this. You can go out to Tubbs Hill. You can go out to the mountain that's by your house. You can go into your garden, and you can lay down your heavy energies to the Mother Earth and know that her reward to you would be abundance. And I just wish you all well in playing this game. If you happen to get it and you have any questions for me, I am on a website called ANDEANsolrocks.com, and I also have another one called SacredHealingStones.com, and that one shows paintings that I've been making ever since I got this book. thank you so much for even having an interest in this, and I hope that this helps. If you have any questions, please write to me. Thank you. Pachamama blessings to you.